Clemson Tigers and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe already putting her to work with some injury news. Holly?
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. Coach mentioned they are still without their top running back here today. They are coming off a bye week, so they have been able to get some crucial reps with their backup. Their running back showed some real composure, more patience at the line of scrimmage, and just reading things a little better through these last couple of weeks of practice. We'll see if he's able to put all of that out there on the field today here in the first. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see how they adjust. So Penn State's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Nittany Lions kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Caught behind the line, it's Davidson. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did their throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
Ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Out wide right, it's Hawkins. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. Getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. At the 35, he's got more. Oh, he's getting ahead. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Penn State. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, he races some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Looking for room. It's Davidson. Gets it on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Denson. Stepping to the right. Across the 45. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. The give to the left side. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Tigers have a lot of options on second and inches. Gets the back moving. The give. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Clemson is quick to the line.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, you start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Powers inside. Looks as if Clemson will have the 1st down.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really struggled, and now starting to put a drive together, get their feet a little bit wet. Now you can see they're starting to get pretty comfortable.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. But don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Long way to go on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Davidson. Breaks into the open. Pass attempt. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Penn State will spend its 2nd timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. Let's see what he can do with the return. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. He now has 61 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. They give it to him again. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. On the move. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Takes the handoff. It's Hope. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Offense in a bunch formation. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Back to pass, it's Washington. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Clemson comes out, its offense ready to go on the attack. Straight ahead. And that ball's free behind the line. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Comes down, it's Brown. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Plows his way ahead. There he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Sends it back in motion. The handoff. Enough to move the chains. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those first downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. To the air, it's Denson. Moving to his left. Unleashes one. Just got rid of that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They don't need a bunch on second down. Just going to keep it after the snap. Spins away from the defender. There's some room. To the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And the returner is stopped.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Keeps it on the ground. Turning it on! Inside the 50. He now has 110 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener.
That's got to make you feel good offensively. The first game of the year, and early you're able to break off a long run. We know for them, they take pride in their ability running the football, and they're getting that established early this season.
You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Dropping back, it's Washington. Right side, it's Martin. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And It looked like for a second, man, he was going to take that all the way. He was going to score, broke some tackles, made the play, down inside the 5. He finally gets wrapped up. Now this offense set up with a first-and-goal situation.
They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Run in the red zone. It's home. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wide receiver going in motion. The give on the counter. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Grab behind the line. It's Davidson. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeping his eyes downfield. He's going to run it. He'll be stopped a couple of yards short. Needed to get it to the 35, but they'll spot it at the 33, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know this guy is really athletic, but it's going to be hard to outrun a DB. It was a really nice job scrambling, trying to get what he could get on that 3rd down, but there's the DB in the open field. Nice job rallying to the quarterback, getting him down. Now it's decision time for the offense, 4th and short.
They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Snaps it, he has to have it. Buying time to his right. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on 4th down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Second and long here. Back to throw, time running short in the half. On the run, deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Rolls right. It's Brown. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with the Washington Huskies in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's Washington, not even blinking in this top 25 matchup. They took the lead on the opening drive of the game, and they've been adding to it ever since. Tough to imagine a halftime pep talk is going to change things. Let's now take a look at some top 25 games around the nation on another wild day of college football.
On the return, it's Wallace. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game.
Oh, it's a fumble. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Man, what a break. Great job, Falk.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. On the move. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Making the adjustment. Wants to throw. It's Washington. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
You knew this first possession of the second half. It goes a long way in deciding who's going to win this football game. It's tied, but this defense comes out. Great job setting up a third and long, getting a stop, getting the ball right back to their offense to create some early momentum.
The kick is on its way. Making his first move. He's got great speed. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Looking for space. It's Davidson. Oh, he's got some space. He's like a loose boulder, just caroms his way to the 32.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Give to the running back. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? A run for the quarterback. Steamrolls his way ahead. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system. All across college football, all quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Davidson. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Denson. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Just drives it between the uprights. And now they regain the lead. At the end of that play, there is a Nittany Lion still shaking up and down on the field. That's the sophomore safety that the trainers are taking a look at. We'll let you know how he's doing as soon as we find out. fielded in the end zone. It's Wallace. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got an alley. That's a fumble. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
You know, these running backs have to keep 5 points of pressure on the ball, especially against this defense that prides themselves on creating takeaways, and the offense, real lucky they jumped on that one.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the 1st down.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Quarterback will keep it. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
4th and inches anywhere on this field. I don't care if it's in the red zone, on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it, and you just saw it right there. Get it done.
And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Takes a handoff. It's Hope. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Moving the pocket, it's Washington. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
It'll go out of bounds. Depends on where they spot it, but looks as if it'll be around the 45. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Running inside, it's Davidson. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. At the end of that play, there is a Nittany Lion still shaken up and down on the field. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Timeout called as the play clock had gotten down to 3 seconds. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. One final play before the end of the quarter. Second down, gonna throw it. Whip it out to the back on the screen. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Gonna run it. It's Hope. On the move at the 30. Finding some room. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. To the ground. He's got it again.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. He'll try the left side. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down, because from here, it will be a 58-yarder. This is a designed run. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. To the back. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run him again. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeps it moving. It's Hope. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. A designed run for the quarterback. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Sets his feet. It's Washington. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Everything's bouncing and jiggling and rolling, and it's going forward, and he's loose. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. The Tigers sending out their offense, ready to get this drive started. Fresh set of downs going up top. Turns out it's Johnson. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. One more yard on this second down might just put an exclamation point on this one. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. They want to run this quarterback. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson!
And, late in the game, times. Offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Follows his blocks. It's Hope. Hard running there. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
He wants a big play here late. He's got it on the outside. Finds a seam. The 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with a flair, a 77-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Breaks into the open. Past the 50. At the 30. Inside the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Clemson. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to pass. It's Washington. Throwing right. He's got an open man. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Wants to throw one first. He's taking the deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Touchdown, Penn State!
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Run inside. It's Davidson. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Clemson trying to just bleed this clock dry. Might as well run him again. Crosses to 35. Kept it on the ground with that RPO, and it'll be enough to pick up the first down and pick up the victory.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick, and the defense can do nothing about it. And that right there gets it done. Leaning on the ground game, and Jesse, I don't know about the clock, but that thing's about to run out.
And that's really the identity of this offense, too. They are going to be physical. They're going to run the ball even when you know it's coming. And in that situation where you just need 1 first down to end the game, you can go out and execute like that. They're going to feel good after this one.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Long way to go on 2nd down. Looks as if he's going to run it. Good, strong tackle. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. This quarterback part of their running game. There he goes. The 30. The 20. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
Well, and a lot of people at home are wondering on this drive with the leader, they're just going to take a knee and just take the win into the locker room. But they're staying aggressive. They're handing it off. Guys are still blocking. He's making people miss. And he scores a touchdown with no time left.